Welcome or welcome back to A Game of Fangs and Throats. My name's Hannah and this is a weekly reading vlog. I did start one last week. I just didn't feel like filming. I don't know if it was just because I was in a bit of a reading slump. I'd already mentioned in the last vlog, which was the timer challenge, that I was going to take the following week to work on the creative stuff I'd missed, the reviews and the reading blanket. I'm still trying to catch up on the reading blanket, but I did finish one book last week, which was The Lost Girl King, and it came out at a 3-star. It was fine, it was middle grade. Amy and her brother are sent to Colomar, I think it was, in Ireland for the summer, and their gran is obsessed with Tir na nog, which is the land of eternal youth, and she tells a story of how a girl went missing. No, that's later on, never mind. And we can guess where this is going. Amy and her brother, Liam, find the entrance to Tir na nog, which is a waterfall that runs backwards. The water goes up the waterfall instead of down. And the sun is changed by an evil warlock, and they have to fix it. And it was a good story. I don't know why, but it took me forever to read it. But my current read is Stuart Turton's The Devil in the Dark Water. I'm about this much in, and this is it's a mixed match, I think, but it has a Holmes and Watson feel to it. But basically, it's 1634, and Samuel Pepys, the world's greatest detective, is being transported to Amsterdam to be tried for a crime he may or may not have committed. But no sooner is the Saddam out to sea than devilry begins to blight the voyage. Strange symbols appear on the sails, livestock are slaughtered, ominous whispers travel throughout the crowded decks, and then comes the first murder. With Pepys imprisoned in the depths of the ship, can his loyal bodyguard, Orient Hayes, solve the mystery before the ship descends into anarchy? And I am on page 129, which is chapter 18. We are pretty much just setting the scene. We haven't had the murder as such yet, but the warnings have been told. We know why Pepys is in prison a little. We don't know what he's done, but we know he's been accused of something. And so far, it's good. I'm also, while I've been doing this, which is getting very big now, I have been listening to Beneath the Keep by Erica Johannson, which is a prequel to the Tailing series, and I'm sure you've heard me talk about this one before, but I'm still working my way through it. We follow Alyssa Raleigh, who is the princess, a farm girl turned upriser whose name I can never remember. I think it's Rosalind, but I'm not sure. And then we follow Christian, who is from the gut and is a fighter. We're reaching the point now where things are starting to come together, and I can see how this is going to tie into the main series. I don't think you need to have read the main trilogy to understand this one. I do think it's a standalone prequel, but it is still a prequel, so it will still be helpful to have that knowledge of the series. Certainly with some characters whose name I recognise, but it has been a while since I've read The Tailing. I listened to that on audiobook too, and I think it took a while then as well. But I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yes, I did finally choose a book to buy for the latest episode of Read 9. So at some point this week, I will film that and get that up. Because because I need to put the books away as well. They're staring at me from my trolley. But it's Monday. Oh, and I have done a lot of writing over the last week and a bit. So things are looking good-ish. And it's about 10 to 6, so I've still got time to chill. And I don't know what else to talk about, so I'm going to stop. It's Wednesday. I'm in my cozy Nightmare Before Christmas hoodie from Primark, and look at the hood. Excuse the fact that, you know, I have bushy hair, I have fluffy hair today, and I can't get the hood on without getting my hair everywhere. But look at it. It's Jack. Anyway, it's Wednesday, so what did I do yesterday? Oh yes, rehearsal. Chronic pain girlies, is there anything that you do that you love, apart from kicking things off the bed? 2 seconds. We go rescue the pen. But is there anything that you guys do that you know you enjoy but still aggravates symptoms? And how do you manage that? Because there's for context, I am in an amateur dramatic society, and we started rehearsing for our Christmas pantomime, which is Robinson Crusoe and the Pirates, and the finale song is a very quick song, and I'm not the greatest dancer, but I am struggling with that. Not so much the dance steps, but just the fact that for the last 2 weeks the dance steps have aggravated my hip, and that pain has pretty much not gone away. So anything that you guys do can help. Painkillers don't tend to work apart from Neuromol, so I will be stocking up on them, and I have said I will bow out of certain dances if I have to. But that being said, I'm managing, but still working on, still trying to update this blanket. It did start with a colour scheme, which is why there's a lot of white in the middle, but then I've just got to the point where now I just do a row in whatever colour wool I've got. So I have 3 rows to do to catch up. So while I have been doing that, I have been, well, at the moment I have it on pause, but just behind you I have Olivia from Olivia Reads a Latte playing her latest vlog, and I'm so happy for her going back to her dream job of teaching. I know she's been unwell, like her symptoms have got worse, but we can do it. The chronic girlies can do it. We just need a little bit of help and TLC at times. So watching that, and then depending on what time it is, it's because it is only 20 to 7. I am back in the office tomorrow because my homeworking is 3 and 2, 3 days at home, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 2 days in the office, Thursday, Friday. So I do want to get a decent night's sleep, which I have been getting. I tend to go to sleep about 10. So between 9 and 10. So about 8, I turn off all the screens and just read. But the book I'm currently reading is The Devil in the Dog Water by Stuart Turton. This is a historical murder mystery set on board a ship being transported from somewhere called Bassanova, Czechoslovakia, and they are going to Amsterdam. So that's very interesting. It has an element of obviously Sherlock and Holmes. Our Sherlock character is a guy called Samuel Pepys, and he is being held in the brig in a prison, basically on the boat, for a crime that he may or may not have committed. He's not even sure what he's supposed to have done. His Watson character is his friend and bodyguard, Lieutenant Arent Hayes, who has secrets of his own. There's also talk, there's a priesty character on board who is a witch hunter, demon hunter, and then because it is 1634, we do have the suspicion of witchcraft. It's all a very interesting story, regardless of the murder. There's a plot about that's going to sink the ship. Have we had a murder? I don't think we've met the murder just yet, but we have a feeling that something's going to happen. Then in terms of the audiobook, I am getting there with Beneath the Keep by Erica Johannson. I am enjoying it. It's just taking its time to get through because I'm not always in the mood for an audiobook, but we shall see. I'm going to stop here because I need the toilet, and then we will just get back into watching Olivia crochet, and then probably a bit of audiobook time, and then physical time. And I got a new lamp which charges my phone. I'm so happy. Friday. I've not really been reading. Bad Hannah. But I have been sitting on things. But I have been listening to Beneath the Keep. But let's be honest, Married at First Sight is back. That is kind of not a secret guilty pleasure. So I've been watching that while occasionally picking up the audiobook, which I think I have like 4 hours left or something. Let's have a look. Yeah, about 3.5 hours. So I'm going to watch the latest episode of Married at First Sight, and then I shall hopefully finish this row, and then we'll go from there. I don't know what else to tell you right now, but Beneath the Keep, things are starting. I guess I have like less than 4 hours left, so we've had the climax and things are coming to a close. It's definitely setting up for what I remember of the main trilogy, which I might give a re-listen to at some point. And tomorrow's plans are very exciting. I want to film my October TBR and the latest episode in Read 9 by 1. Yes, got it the right way around this time. I'm getting there with it. So I think that's enough babbling and time to go. And again, I feel like I need to explain. Please excuse the fact that my nails are very grown out. I haven't had a chance to get them redone, but it is booked for next week, so that's good. Yes, we are sitting on the floor. We have filmed 2 sit-down videos, Read 9 by 1 and October's TBR. And I am so glad. Now I can chill. Well, I have to edit the TBR, but I can chill. I did finish... Where's it gone? A Devil in the Darkwater by Stuart Turton. I am making a mess of that trolley. I still have to run it through Copile, all that good stuff, and update the reading journal for that and the blanket. But it was a fun read. It was very Shakespearean, and the ending left me confused. I will need to sit with this one for a while, I think, to get the rating. But I can tell you the TBR will be up tomorrow. Give me this one. Not that I'm mad. I have wanted to read this for a while. It's just very long. And it also gave me The Wise Man's Fear, which is a sequel to Name of the Wind. And if it's anything like this one, it will be a big book. But we are just vibing at this point. We're going with it. So, I mean, aside from maths and Great British Bake Off starting again, I'm happy. I don't know when I'm going to be able to read because, you know, I am slightly obsessed with Married at First Sight, but I tend to binge that anyway. I did spend a lot of money today, so maybe slightly as well. At my friend's wedding, you'll see the dress eventually, closer to the time, but it's very pretty. And I think that's it for this update. I will probably, just because it's the biggest book, start on this one, House of Sky and Breath. I don't think I need to tell you guys what it's about, but it is the sequel to House of Earth and Blood, which is a Crescent City series by Sarah J. Maas, which is her adult series, following Bryce, who is a half elf, who is tasked to solve the murder of a friend. It's been a while since I've read it. I'm hoping there's enough of a recap. But Bryce is tasked with solving the murder, and obviously she's not alone. She's going to need some protection. Protection comes in the form of Hunt Alathar, who is an angel, and he is tasked by the Archangel to help Bryce out. So what starts as a bodyguard romance obviously delves into more because we know how Miss Maas works. And I'm intrigued and a little bit excited. But I'm going to do the admin-y stuff first, the boring stuff, and then read. I am still reading Beneath the Keep by Erica Johannson, but I only have like a couple of hours left on that, and one more of this is taking forever now. So one more of this will probably get me through this. Why did I just hold that weird? I forgot what I was doing there. So, wish me luck, guys. I have no idea what I'm doing. Can you tell? So it's Sunday. I did manage to rate The Devil in Dark Water by Stuart Turton. It came out at a 3 or a 4. I can't quite remember. Let's have a look. A 4. And I set up my October page on my bullet on the reading journal, stats, bookish details, and then a little vellum from Sterling Ink. I think all the stickers were from Sterling Ink. But I do still have this to do. And I did start House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas. Excuse me. This book. And I'm this much in. I wonder how long this is going to take. How many pages is this anyway? $801. And I am on page 54, which is the start of chapter 3. It's going to take a while. But I am enjoying being back in this world. Things seem to be progressing where they left off from what I can remember of the first one. I may need to go and have a bit of a snoop at a recap of the first book just because it's been that long. But I'm enjoying it so far. I do like masses style. So I think, because I doubt I'm going to finish this in the next couple of hours, I think what I'll do is I'll put on the audiobook and just work on the blanket. But with that, the end of the video. So you know what's coming. Give it a like if you like it, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see this. Talk about these, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.